Letting go happens when you arrive at the understanding that holding on to whatever it is you're holding on to won't actually connect you with what you deeply desire. The act of letting go is not something that we can force or that we can rush until we actually truly arrive at the understanding that something is complete for us. Then on some level, we inevitably hold on to it, consciously or unconsciously. I'm Danielle Lynn, and I have conversations with empowered creators such as yourself, people who are choosing to more and more intentionally live a life of their choosing. And in today's conversation, I imagine that by the end of it, you are going to have that much more clarity around something or someone that you are ready to truly let go of. And while I won't suggest that by the end of the video you will let go, I do imagine that there will be perspectives here that will be of assistance to you as you explore this current step in your life. So to truly understand the art of letting go, I imagine it's wise for us to talk a little bit about how many of us have explored the creative process up until this point. You see, it's an easy misconception to imagine that the most powerful or the most complicated step in bringing something to life is the act of creation. From my perspective, we're actually naturally inbuilt creators. The part that usually gets us is the letting go. It's the releasing, the clearing of space, the knowing what to no longer hold on to and what to keep in one's life. There are many reasons why we hold on to things. Common ones include the sunk cost fallacy, meaning we believe on some level we've invested so much time and focus and energy into something, it seems like a shame to let it go. Other reasons might include having a perception that to let go of a certain situation, way of doing things, belief, or person means letting go of a deeper dream that you may have associated that object, idea, person to. In other words, let's take a relationship. If you have a yearning for an incredible partnership, an incredible experience of love, and you have believed or perceived on some level that a certain person is that for you, but they may exhibit certain traits that are excellent, and then perhaps they exhibit other traits that aren't as excellent or are perhaps non-negotiables. But because on some level there's an aspect of you that believes that this is the true love, and that's your shot, or that's your chance, or you can't conceive any other possibilities, that part will hold on tooth and nail and secret tentacles, all the aspects of you will hold on to that person or that situation. It may do so even when the conscious part of you understands on some level that this may not be the most healthy person, situation, experience for you. So why is that so? Let's dive in deeper. I've contemplated letting go for a while because in my own experience of life, I actually had challenges with letting go of people and relationships and situations at certain points. And so it inspired me to go deeper with the subject matter myself. What I found at the core of any situation where I felt challenged at the idea of letting go is, on some level, consciously or unconsciously, I believed or perceived there was some form of scarcity present in the situation. I'll say this another way. All of grasping that I have experienced has a root in scarcity. Clinging comes from, on some level, believing that you need or require all or parts of whatever it is that you are clinging on to. This isn't something that must happen consciously. It can also happen subconsciously. And in this way, even if the conscious and aware part of yourself can see that something is not resonant for you, that subconscious self, so long as it believes that it is serving you through holding on to something, it will engage in acts that can range from self-sabotage to confusion to procrastination to delays. There's a lot of tactics that it has up its belt. But this isn't a beat down on the subconscious. Your subconscious really just wants to help you out. It's really just interested in being of service to you and what it truly perceives from the level of your intentional vibrational state. From my perspective, the subconscious self is always choosing to be of service. It's always operating in the way that we program it, consciously or unconsciously. And I have found when I am approaching all aspects of myself from a place of curiosity, from a place of respect, and from a place of being aware, more often than not, I am able to rally the inner team, so to speak, towards the directions I'm really inspired to live. And I'll share this often with us because we can sometimes have a tendency to be very hard on ourselves. We can sometimes feel that way. I understand. There's no shame or blame on that. Every single one of us brilliant artists has at one point or another scorned the art of our life, of our experience, of whatever it is we're doing. You should know better. Why are you doing this, right? That's all right. We can be more aware of those things that pop up. And we can start to understand that those we don't have to hold on to as well. See, we're bringing it back around. Check this out. The thoughts that we think continuously, even things like beliefs on we should do better or ways that we internally might attack ourselves, are also from holding on to belief structures that we perceive are going to help us one way or another. So why might someone believe that would help them? On a subconscious level, sometimes people believe that being hard on oneself is the way you'll learn. You'll learn if you'll learn not to make mistakes if you're intense towards yourself. My experience is this isn't actually an effective way to train yourself or children or anyone else for that matter. So, if you would like to test a different way of doing it, I have found that curiosity and respect work very effectively at integrating these different aspects of yourself and shifting behaviors that aren't as helpful as we once might have thought. So we understand that on some level, letting go is rooted in a belief that we think we need something or someone to be a certain way. With that understanding, we can see why, even though we might consciously understand something's not great for us, so long as on some level we believe it's the only way or we believe we won't get a better shot, or we don't perceive the incredible amount of opportunities that are available to us at any given moment, it's totally understandable why we might hold on some level or another. So just today, just for right now, if you like, what we can do together right now is offer a perspective to your deeper self that may help you just consider the possibility of letting go that much more. So if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and take the next step here. I'm going to go ahead and speak a few words and perspectives right now. We're just going to do so in a really relaxing way, so all the parts of yourself can consider this if they like. Hey, thank you so much for holding on to this for me. Thank you so much for caring so much about me and the things that matter to me, that you've held on to them for as long as you have. You know, I'm starting to feel and see that there may be new possibilities available to me in life. And I want you to know that I don't need you to let go of these things right now. But I was curious if you might explore with me some of these possibilities. Because on some level, I believe that there might be another path and another way for us to truly experience what it is we want. And I know it may have been a while since we thought that way, at least about this. And I want you to know that I care a lot about this thing. But I'm remembering more and more so each day that what is truly mine never leaves. What is truly mine never leaves. What is truly mine never leaves. And I'm remembering that it's safe to let go. I'm remembering that it's resonant to let go. I'm remembering that I can let go. I'm remembering how much relief I can feel when I let go. Thank you for exploring this with me. I love that we're taking an opportunity to consider what it might feel like if we let go. Because now I remember that nothing that is mine can ever truly leave. And so I am. It's so powerful to remember who we are, who we truly are. We can never lose that. And I have found in my own life pain, sorrow that I have felt at the comings and the goings of situations, of people in my life, are just reminders of how deeply I love, how deeply I feel. And they become the gifts, the experiences that remind me and all of us that this life truly is worth living. My friend, may this have connected you even more to who you are. If you feel inspired to do so, please go ahead and check out the description links. At the time of making this video, there will be, in the Self-Alchemy Lab, an experience for deeper embodiment as a group. It's going to be very rad. I'd be honored to have you there. And there are other resource links you can explore as well. If this has been of service, please do like, share, subscribe. Love continuing to connect with our incredible community here. And in all cases, I am looking forward to our next conversation.